Well, everybody. The Battle of Bunker Hill has been fought, and we are still under British occupation. But it's time for a PNN pop-up. All the activity has ended for the day. They wrapped up a little bit early. I thought I'd catch the tail end of it. As you know, I was working this weekend, and we had Church of Spirituality, and that's kind of working. So that's my E Pluribus Unum. See, I made that, and I'm going to be using it for a while now with the 4th of July parades coming up and everything, and protests and all that. E Pluribus Unum, out of many, one is how we win. The Battle of Bunker Hill was won by the Brits, but it marked a real turning point in the war because there were so many casualties on the Britain's side. It kind of reminds us of where we are right now. We might feel like we're losing. Throughout history, battles that have been fought are fought repeatedly until the win, until good wins. So, we have a lot to talk about, and I'm not going to make this too terribly long because it is a PNN pop-up. I'm in the same spot that I like to come to where the reenactment happened. But I missed most of it, but I did put up some pictures and some video from the short time I was here yesterday. As I'm reflecting on what's going on in America right now, I see that we really have to build that strength and that tenacity. We need to remove Donald Trump from office. He needs to be removed. He's a danger not only to the United States of America, he's a danger to the world. I think we all know that, but I think it bears repeating. So I have my cards, and I want to thank you for being here, and I want to thank you for taking part in Church of Spirituality. Suddenly there's a whole lot of loud music. Let me see if they just walk by, because I don't want to be having a copyright on my video. We're good, I'll just keep going. So he's a danger to the world, and he's completely off the rails. And it's unbelievable to me that the MAGA Republicans are still saying that he's right. And I know it's unbelievable to you too. We're in this together. But remember, the infamous Battle of Bunker Hill was Bunker Hill. I can't talk. I'm a little overheated. Was not won, but we won ultimately. Okay, let's pull a few cards. Honestly, I had no idea it was going to be this hot. When I opened the door to walk outside, I was like, "Ooh, where'd that come from?" Pretty sudden. And it calls for a jump in the ocean, maybe in a little bit. So I'm going to pull 3 cards, and I did catch a little bit of J.D. Vance clip of him. What an arrogant SOB. I mean, and I think the arrogance is just to cover up his stupidity, his abject lack of knowledge of what the hell is going on. He doesn't know what he's doing. And so many of these MAGA Republicans have no idea what they're doing. They have no idea what a war is, what a nuclear weapon is. Even if they serve time in Iraq or Afghanistan, they seem to just have no clue. So 4 cards about the MAGA Republicans who are, yeah, right, yeah, let's go get Iran. I have to calm the rage. It's not easy. 4 cards. What happens to them? They're in the cauldron. A lot of them are going to be cut off from their constituents. And I actually feel like the collective consciousness causes them to lose their power. And I mean that, the collective consciousness that's focused on raising the consciousness of the collective and raising awareness of what's going on really. And this is them. They're in the cauldron. They're in the cauldron. They're going to be cut off. The MAGA Republicans that are supporting this, the higher consciousness wins. Light a candle. The higher consciousness wins. Don't doubt. Do not doubt. Let's pull 3 cards on the people from the past administration, from the Biden administration, and whether they're involved right now. I get yes that they are involved in talking to, you know, other intelligence agencies and other world leaders, because we're in, you know, basically it's been a takeover, and we're in a position where they kind of need to step in. So the last administration, they're getting angsty. The people that were in the last administration, like the generals, the military that served under President Biden, they're really antsy. And they see how much we are in hot water. And it's interesting, the bed indicates rest, but here it indicates that they're aware that America's asleep. Let's pick another card. So I'm asking about the past administration, the Biden administration, and what the people from that administration are thinking about what's going on right now. They feel like we're in a hole, telling it like I sees it. Because the American people are asleep right now, we're going into a hole. And we're in hot water. I actually get a lot of the potential energy, the latent energy is there and getting ready. It's starting to boil. But they're aware, the past administration is aware that the American people have, for the most part, been asleep and fallen into a dark hole. So let that be a rallying cry for all of us. May that be kind of like a wake up. And let's just pull 3 deck of character cards about Dumpy right now. What's his status? Where is he at right now? Oh my gosh, I just get scramble brain, scramble brain, scramble brain. Has no idea what's going on. I pick up he's being pulled like those old Stretch Armstrong dolls. Wow. He's not in control of anything. He's being pulled. Do this, do that, do this, do that. It's not good. Dumpy. Yeah, it's too big for him. It's too big for him. He's in the circus. I get the circus a lot around Dumpy. It's too big for him. What's going on right now, he cannot comprehend what he has done. He's a clown in the circus. But it's starting to hit him, and now he's trying to protect himself. Dumpy is. This is too big for him. He's in over his head. It's like the repercussions of what he's just done are really, I'm not saying he's gonna have a conscious, wake up moment. What I'm saying is he really is feeling engulfed by what's going on. Once again, not with the very consciousness. So let's choose some. I brought the Rider Waite deck. And I think I'll go find an Italian ice after this, or some ice cream. Phew! Summer's here. Okay, let's pick 3 cards about what's going to happen to the United States now that Trump has incited a war. Mister, there'll be no wars. Kamala Harris might be psychic because everything that she said would happen if Trump got elected, every single thing has happened. And like I like to say, it doesn't take a psychic, but it seems like she knew she had a lot to go on that maybe we didn't. What's going to happen to the United States of America? There's going to be gaslighting, gaslighting, gaslighting. I'm going to tell you to you straight. There's going to be a huge Russian-backed deluge, a huge deluge of Russian propaganda that floods over the American people. Now, this is really like it's what happened when George W. was in office and he said that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. Same thing. And then the American people started being pitted against one another. After the tragedy of 9/11, when we all came together, then it was the media, it was all the propaganda, it was all and then we started to get divided, and people like Neil Young, who were writing anti-war songs and we shouldn't go to war and we're against the war, they started being demonized. It's just the same damn thing. I have death. What's going to happen to America as a result of this? This doesn't mean death, this means a big transformation. This is the wake-up call. I know we feel like we've had a lot of them, but how many people have really woken up? And the judgment card. We will be judged as a nation. So let's ask Spirit what we can do about it. What can we do about the position that he's put us in? Well, first of all, we can remove him. That would be like a really optimum solution. So let's ask what we can do. Oh, I just saw a beautiful butterfly. That's a good omen. We can show remorse. We can show our heartbreak at what's happened. This is what the American people can do in light of what Dumpy has just done. We have to show the rest of the world that we are devastated by Dumpy doing this, as are our allies, and that we can put Kamala Harris in the White House. He cheated his way in anyway, not once but twice. Yep. We will go over more of this tomorrow at the Psychic News Network, and I'll do another pop-up tomorrow too. Somebody with a fancy suit on. There might be a wedding happening here soon. Anyway, I'm blabbering. Tomorrow we'll have Off the Ledge daily as usual, and a PNN pop-up, and PNN Live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Please help me out by making a donation, joining, and help yourself out by booking a reading, psychicannetdion.com. Thanks. We're hanging in there. We're holding strong. We're holding the line. And we have a lot of work to do. Going into the 4th of July week, we have a lot of work to do, but we're doing it together. All right. Namaste. Love you lots. From the temporarily occupied Gloucester, Massachusetts, temporarily occupied by the British, but we're going to win it back. Okay. Bye.